Hey guys, welcome back to the Multimax channel. So in this video, we will automate the process of building a Docker image and pushing it to Harbor registry using Jenkins pipeline. So let's get started the video. So first we have to connect to our VM, which is Jenkins. So now go to Windows and search for command prompt. So run as administrator. So we have to connect our Jenkins. So using SSH command. Jenkins, get it off and use IP address. It asks your VM's password. Enter that. So now we have successfully connected our VM, which is Jenkins. Now, now we have to go to our Jenkins UI dashboard. Now open browser and type just your IP dot 168 dot 0 dot 14 score 8080 and continue to site. It's loading. Wait some time. So if you see here, we have finally logged into our Jenkins UI dashboard. Now we have to create a one sample item, which is now click press new item. Let's wait and create like Docker demo and select pipeline and create. Okay. So once it's open, we have to edit the pipeline configurations. So before that, we have to change the Jenkins file script. So let's go to git bash. So first go to dashboard again. So if we see here, we have sample one created as Harbor demo. So now go to git bash. So if you see in previous, I have already created Jenkins file and Docker file. Now open Jenkins file. So we have to edit this. So I am using previous script only, but I have changed some lines to it, which is Harbor registry. So which is this. So here we define where the images will be pushed using Harbor IP plus path. Also, it automatically save the image name and tag also. So that way we can use secure login with saved credentials in Jenkins. So at this stage, I have take the image built for Docker Hub and tags it again for Harbor. So that way Docker knows where to push it with latest image. So in next stage, we have to push to the Harbor. So means it logs into Harbor using credentials and pushes the image to Harbor. At the same time, logouts to keep things secure. So finally, it had updated the notification measure message means which build is failed or pass. It tells the notification. So now we have to save the file. Control O, enter, and exit to Control X. So we have to push it to git status. So git add Jenkins file and commit the code. I find them update the Jenkins file. Now we have to push to the main branch. So git push horizon main. So it's successfully completed. Now go to Jenkins UI dashboard again. And now we have to add our credentials. Now go to manage Jenkins. Search for credentials. So now click on this. Now click on the global and click on add credentials. So here we are using username and with password in Harbor. So leave it as same, and we have to enter our Harbor username, which is admin, and Harbor password. And ID is Harbor credits. Now create the credentials. So now we have our credentials. Now go to Jenkins dashboard and click on the Harbor demo. Now go to configurations. In previous, we have to set up the pipeline configuration. Now go to pipeline section and select pipeline script for SCM and select here Git. So here we have to paste our Git repository URL. So now copy this, go to Jenkins dashboard and paste it here. So now we have to create one new pipeline. Click plus new item. So now create like Harbor demo and click pipeline to create it. So now we have to go to the pipeline section and select pipeline script for SCM, and we have to select Git. Here we have to paste our Git repository URL. Now copy this and paste it here. So once we add, we have to check also branch, which is main or master. So we are using present main branch. So we have to change master to main branch. So once it's done, we have to apply the changes and save. So now it's ready to build the pipeline. So click on build now. It start the build process. So click on this for more clarify. Also we see console output. So if you see here console output has started. So you want more clarify, go to pipeline overview. That way you know stages wise. So before that, we also know a simple notification which is to know whether build pass or fail using this Discord server. Open this. Next server and go to here. If you see clone is successful and shared library also successful and message also sent and greet monos also sent, but at the same time here Docker images also built and pushed to the Docker hub, also tag itself and push to the harbor. So here fail, which is so here it failed. So while trying push to the harbor, now go to console output. So if you check here Discord server, it shows notification like Docker demo has failed. Now go to console output. So your expected error means we are using Harbor with HTTP only, not HTTPS. So that's why Docker expects secures HTTPS, but Harbor responds only with HTTP. So we have to go to the our Jenkins terminal again. So we have to tell that use Docker login details. So now go to Jenkins terminal again. So let's minimize. Thanks. So in Jenkins mission, we have to update our Harbor IP manually. So sudo nano etc docker daemon Johnson. So enter password. So it's all we have to remove this and we have to add our Harbor IP. So we have to add. So it tells that use it allows that Docker use this IP and not HTTPS. We are using HTTP. So now save this file, Control O, enter, Control X to exit. Now we have to start Docker restart. So once it's done, go to Jenkins your dashboard again and go to dashboard again. Now click on again to build. So it started building and click on this. Now go to pipeline overview. And so before that we have to check our console output. Click on this. Go to pipeline overview. So if we check console output, go through which caused the error, and it shows here we didn't add our credentials. So we have to add our credentials. Now go to dashboard again. Now go to manage Jenkins. Search for credentials and click on this. Select global and click on add credentials. And go with default user and with password, and we have to harbor username and along with password. So we have to add our ID also, harbor DS grades and description, which is it's not mandatory, but add harbor login, then create. It creates the credentials which we add now. So we are going to dashboard again. So that's why we are run again our pipeline. Now build again our pipeline. So go this. So it start already building. Now go to pipeline, more clarify. So it's working on to push to harbor. So it's on the way. Let's wait. So remaining all stages are completed successfully. So finally, if you see here, the Jenkins pipeline has successfully built and pushed the Docker image to the harbor. So now go to Discord server. Also, if you see here, Jenkins build server has successfully completed. So Docker image pushed to the harbor successfully. So now that Jenkins pipeline has successfully pushed the image to harbor. Now it's time manually test it by pulling the image to our local system and run it. So let's go to our terminal. So we have to log in our Docker. So using this command. So Docker login 192.168.0.12. This is our port number 8080. So username, which is admin, enter, and password. So it successfully login. Now we have to pull the image. So this command downloads the image from our harbor registry. Enter. So next we have to run the image. So this command runs the image. If it shows the expected output like something latest as latest code we are pushed and I clone that like that. So the image is fine. Now run this. So if you see, it's successfully completed like hello from inside Docker container. So finally image pulled and run successfully from harbor. So this confirms that push was successfully completed and the image is working as expected. So finally the Jenkins pipeline has successfully built and pushed to the Docker image to harbor. So at the same time we did manually pull and run the image locally to confirm it's working as expected. So this complete to the full CI workflow with image valid form. So that's it for today's video. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. I'm Manoj and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.